All right, guys. I told you guys I had a special treat for you. Well, this is a special treat. I hid this vehicle behind the building so no one would see it before I could get a video on it, because I know if someone sees it, they're gonna want to buy it. But this is a 74 International Crew Cab 4-wheel drive truck. When's the last time you ever seen one of them? To me, in real life, this is the first one. I went and picked this late. I went and picked this up late one night with a rollback, and I almost dropped it off at my house. I didn't even bring it back here to the yard until I started seeing some of the rust on it. And then I realized it's more work than I want to put into one right now. I have some other vehicles I'm restoring in the process, and this one here would be a little bit more than I would want to deal with. And I'll show you guys what I mean here in a minute. This vehicle was sold to us. The guy was going to restore it, and he lost interest in it, and he sold it to us to scrap it out. It's a real shame, but something like this, it's going to cost a lot of money to get back on the road. But this is a true crew cab 4-wheel drive international truck. It's really, really awesome. If no one buys this thing, I am going to take the tailgate. I do collect these inner panels. I'll cut this out, this square here, and I'll sand this and I'll paint it so I have an international tailgate. I already got a Jeep, a Dodge, a Ford, all them, so, but I don't have an international yet. But this bed is really rough. The floor has been rotted out in it. The headboard is damaged. There's a big chunk of floor missing up there in the corner. I think one of these bed sides was actually coming apart. Rust real bad here. It's beat to pieces. So you definitely need a bed. A good fabricator could do it, but it pretty much comes down to the point, how much time and money do you want to spend when you could just, maybe find one out west, take a little short vacation, go out there and pick it up and bring it back. But this bed is just shot really, really bad. Holes everywhere. It's twisted. It'd be hard to even get it to line up straight again. It does seem to have decent wheel wells. They're not beat up real bad like most trucks are, throwing stuff inside the bed. These would probably be completely destroyed with them being flat like this, but these are actually pretty savable. I'd probably cut these out and reuse them in another bed if you find one with bad inner wheel wells. Those are actually pretty decent shape, and they would be an easy repairable piece. But I mean, even your strut or brace. This is a brace here to hold your bedside, and it's just broke apart. So this bed here would not be savable in my eyes. I would find one. So now you have a bed to fix. And the bottom of the cab is rough, but that would not bother me. That did not deter me from not saving this truck. The rocker panels are easy to fix. Would not be hard to repair them. And the doors, this door has a huge dent right here. You can see this is the top of the line of the crease, so it's just a massive dent all the way around. The doors do have some rust on the inner door skin. This is a skin, it would unbolt. It's got some rust here, and it rusted the inner and outer part of the door. Again, that's fixable real easy. The floors have got holes, rocker panel and cab corner again as well on both sides. Real easy to fix. And the fenders are shot again. Those are easy to fix. The thing that made me not want to do this truck is the roof. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there you go. The roof is rotted. And when I'm talking rotted, I mean seriously rotted. That is a big hole in the roof. And that's just something I don't want to mess with. If it was, you know, over here, maybe, but with it being right here, especially next to the windshield, chances of having this truck leak are pretty good. I mean, see, it's even up in here. So you'd have to get a new roof skin or find a donor truck. And again, chances of finding a 4-door donor truck are slim to none. And see, even the lower A-pillar where it goes into your cowl is just rusted really bad. Now this here wouldn't be that big of a problem to fix. Lower A-pillars like this next to the window are pretty easy. But when they're up here in the roof, I don't like messing with this stuff. This is the type of rust repair I do not like to do. So when I see something like that, I just kind of walk away from it. The grill's destroyed. The hood would need to be replaced. Both fenders, again, are bad. The rocker panels are bad. Doors are savable. They do have damage, but where are you gonna find other doors? So I'd repair them. This has a V8, and it is a manual transmission. All the seats are in it, and the seats actually don't look too bad. They're gray and like a vinyl or a cheap leather, but it's got both seats in it. The dash pad is right there. So the dash pad's still in it. And it's in decent condition. It's not too bad. Well, all the glass is good except for the front windshield. It's starting to delaminate. It's getting that gray haze around the edge. It does have a key, and it will probably run, and I'll show you guys here in a second. See all these parts? He did put money in this truck to get it to run. Spark plug wire kit. I think this is a cap, distributor cap. Got some spark plug boxes. We got a condenser. Looks like it replaced the coil. There's all the spark plug wires down there. You got your old glass fuses. Nothing in the glove box. You got a radio, ashtray, fuel, alternator, gauge. You got all your lights here that would light up. You got your speedometer with 94,472 miles. Now probably that's legit. I would bet money that that is legit 92,000 miles. The reason I say that is the color of this truck is yellow. So it's probably a service truck for a county road commission or a state vehicle or something like that. So they probably didn't use it very much. So that's why I would say that's legit miles. and the pedals don't have very much wear on them for that mileage. You can still see the grooves here, so I'd say that's legit miles. The other thing that is pretty rough on this cab, see this A-pillar? How it's rusted here. It comes down. I don't know if it was this door. Yeah, see, there's that one's pretty bad too. I actually think it was the passenger side door. That one's actually worse. When you open the door hinges aren't even connected to the body anymore. It just almost falls off the truck. So it definitely needs some help. But I'll show you guys underneath the hood. It's pretty interesting. He was getting it running. I did not ask him if he got it to run. Hang on, I gotta be careful. There's no front lip on this hood, so I don't want to cut the crap out of my hands. I don't have a tetanus shot. And it's not connected. But he's got a fuel, a gas can, and it's rigged up with a fuel filter running down to the mechanical pump. So I imagine he got this thing to run. Looks like the carburetor has been rebuilt. The engine has been repainted. Looks pretty nice. He's got some new belts on it. That's a power steering pump right there. That's kind of cool looking. So it had power steering. This inner fender's missing as well. I just noticed that. I don't know if it's in the back of the truck or not, but that is missing. He's got a massive radiator in it, and it actually looks pretty new, or he sprayed it black. Hang on, I'm gonna rotate my hands here. Hang on. Oh, yeah. All right, there, now I can get to this side. But like I said, it looks like he's got new spark plug wires, new cap, new rotor. He's got some wiring thing going on here. But I'd be tempted to see if this thing runs. He did some starter work down there. There is a freeze plug missing. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I'm gonna put the camera down there. Look above the mechanical fuel pump on the block. There's a freeze plug that's supposed to be in there, but it's missing. So I don't know if it just fell out or what. So I'll have to look into that when I try and start it. But yeah, when I went and picked this thing up, I just thought it was too cool. I had to share it with you guys. So it's an old, I done forgot the year now. 74 International 1210 all-wheel drive crew cab truck. And before I get off of here, I wanted to show you guys this as well. Any of you guys familiar with front axles on one of these old Internationals? Check out this steering on this truck. So you have your axle shaft come out, and it's got a ball, like a ball and socket. This is part of your axle here, and this hub rotates on this ball, like a ball in a socket. It's the craziest looking front axle I've ever seen in my life. I just think it's the coolest thing. It would make an awesome rat rod, but I just thought that was too cool. I had to share that with you guys. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, And when any more cool stuff comes in, I'll be sure to get you guys a video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks again.